Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Daemonum, that shining beacon of light in the heart of the underworld and city of free demons. And welcome to another episode of the stream. Good evening. Now, this upcoming Saturday is the 1st of October, and that happens to be my birthday. As a matter of fact, because of that, I am going to be planning a longer than usual stream. It's likely going to wind up being 9 hours. I'm starting at noon, I'm hoping to run until 9, and it's going to be 3 different games. It's going to be Gunfire Reborn, EDF 5, and Phasmophobia in that order. Because of course you have to have the scary stuff at the end of the night, right? You have to have it when it's dark out, after all. Why else would you be playing a scary game? Anyway, with that out of the way, when last we left off, I finally got around to finishing off Monarch and making my way to Scylla. And we tripped balls with the good vicar. That's about the long and short of what I wound up being able to do. I mean, I did a whole bunch of errands and back and forth for everybody else, but at the end of the day, I think the most important thing is that we tripped balls with Vicar Max. And he seems to be a bit better off for the experience, but I don't know. Maybe that'll come back to bite us in the ass later. I'm not really sure. There's something about his demeanor that seems to suggest that we might be waking up one night with him standing over us with a knife in hand, just waiting to free us from our pain. Maybe I'm overthinking this. After all, this is a world that's based primarily on hypercapitalism and sarcasm as a form of survival. Am I overthinking this? I don't know. I can get to the game proper and see what I can uncover in the upcoming events. Because, well, we've still got a fair bit of time to go before we're done with this game, from what I can understand. We have certainly been at it for quite some time now. Let's see. Looks like everything is in order, so we should be good to go. I will say, one thing that I really wish was not a thing. I wish I could turn off the screen effects, because I think those are what's been tanking the frames on the stream. So the most I can do is set them to low. I hope that helps to alleviate the problems. Basically, fingers crossed. That is a lot of stars. Just realized that. Just realized and thought about that. That is a lot of stars. So, no way to fast travel to the unreliable. Why is that? What am I tracking? Radio Free Monarch. Right, I had to speak with Phineas. However, we found the science weapon on Scylla. Yet to find the one on the Groundbreaker. Phineas has one as well that I need to steal. Because let's face it, he's not going to hand it to me. Solution Vital. Dr. Dorset, right? The Chimera's last experiment. Chartrand on... Oh, Byzantium. I can't get to Byzantium yet, for some reason. Probably because I haven't talked to Phineas yet. Find Parvati fancy clothes in Byzantium. Star-Crossed Troopers. The Manta Queen will only come out since the threat is invading its territory. Primal Glands. That's one to track. Oh, there's multiple targets for this quest. Great. These targets deal N-ray damage. Great. See how well I can get away with this. Nyoka, are you okay? Or are you just the tiniest bit sauced? Pungent Primal Behemoth. That sounds amazing. No, it doesn't. It sounds terrible. Pop. 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 Uh-oh, here we go.
That one's done for.
Oop. Reload time. Hi, friend. I shot you in the butt. Twice. Pheromone gland. Part of a balanced breakfast. Please God, no. So what were you gnawing on over here? Corpse, that tracks. Bit cartridge. Sentry Saber. Go away. 202 heals. This looks slightly dangerous. But you know what? I'm here. And vertical. Therefore, we'll give it a try. What is this? Moap Fizzy Tea. And a mag pick. I like the pretty lights. Oh, you're what's making that noise. Nyoka, again, are you okay? Huh. Whoa, what the heck? Is it like Ark? Huh. Or... Interesting. So yes, I, like an idiot, decide to step into the death field twice. These lasers taste like laser. This is not typically a game for your hardcore parkouring. McClankles. Okay. I think I'm done messing around. I'm done fucking around and finding out. Let's continue elsewhere. Combat drone. You know the primals I skinned earlier? Probably. Right, because there's the corpse I checked. 140 meters that away. And 300 some meters that away. That's a machine. Which means brigands and ne'er-do-wells be nearby. It's like I'm psychic or something. Well, or something. I'm still curious about that big old thing. Fairly certain it's like the Hephaestus mining probe. It's going whole hog on this asteroid. Yet again, our pungent primal behemoth. You know, they missed a good chance for some alliteration there. Pungent primal pugilist. Gotta be smart when you make these character names. Pop. 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 That fight went better. Look at that. Primal brain. Ah, don't worry, he ain't using it anymore. Primal hide. That's a cave. That's a cave I'm slightly curious about. Hello, anybody here? Just your daily solicitors. Well, here's Sprats. Yep, Sprats. Huh. Interesting. It's a campsite. Abandoned prospecting drone.
Salutations. This unit's primary function is excavator. Owner, Hephaestus Mining Corporation.
That tracks.
Other functions include dialogue, limited current active commands, excavation. That is all.
This place is abandoned. I think you can stop.
Negative. The presence or absence of human operators does not impact this unit's assigned directive. This unit achieves perfection by fulfilling its directive.
You know, it's a crying shame that auto mechanicals can't get drunk or laid. This thing needs both.
Dedication is a
Oh
virtue.
boy.
Let's leave the automech to it.
This unit has now exhausted its available library of opinions about excavation.
What are you excavating?
This unit is removing rock matter in search of minerals, metals, and other forms of matter designated valuable.
I mean, so you're a prospector.
Brevity identified. Affirmative. This unit could discuss excavation at greater length, but does not wish to strain its daily charge. Thank you for your consumer loyalty, Junior Excavator. This unit will store this exchange in its memory banks. Always.
Aw. I think we've left a positive impact on this prospecting drone. Somehow. You know what? I'm not going to question it. At this point, we've done stranger shit. Alright, let's go get that last stink gland. Ugh. Interestingly enough, I'm sure there's more to do on Scylla. I just haven't found it yet. Sure, like once I go elsewhere, there will be a whole bunch of people like, oh yeah, by the way, there's a crap ton of stuff to do on Scylla. Do it. That's a primal behemoth. I don't want to deal with a primal behemoth. Don't notice me, senpai. Wonder if there's a way into this thing. I also wonder if the obviously dangerous thing is obviously dangerous. Because, I mean, that looks obviously dangerous, right? Like, this seems like the sort of thing that would have a giant sign on it that says, do not lick. Well, you know what, folks? Tonight's one of those nights. I think I'm going to go lick it. See what happens. Bit. Well, it throws me back and burns me. I suppose I should have expected that. They wouldn't just let me melt myself, right? That'd be silly. It wouldn't be the first time an Obsidian game did something like that. Alright then. Yeah, I'm still curious about whether or not there's a way in that at some point. CNSGDE0 809.BENO or BN0. Oh. I can't sneak my way into those. One day they'll explain more, I'm sure. Just have to hold out hope. Ah, yes, I'm coming back across the guy that wasn't so headstrong in the past. I really should have just shot that one dude. Come to think of it. He was annoying enough to be that sort of guy that you really don't want to run into again. But I'm also trying to be a decent person, for the most part, in this game. Considering the alternatives. Pop. Pop. Pop.
Got a fight on our hands.
Nice work! And that's how it's done, Captain.
Yeah, that'll work. Bye, bye. Okay, we got everything we needed. Thank God for that. Still curious enough to think about UDL Terraformer. And apparently 2 vending machines outside of the field? There's not a whole lot here, is there? Arian's ship. Well, gotta fast travel back to the ship, I suppose. Beginning to think that I should just go talk to Phineas. That may be what I need to do to just get the lead out, so to speak.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
It would appear so.
Now, hold on. What happens if we hit the wall?
Most likely, the bullet will ricochet, which could be bad. Or hilarious. There's a tiny chance of a hull puncture, which would suck us into space one chunk at a time. Bad and hilarious.
Ugh. Just imagining that makes me sick.
That's why we don't miss.
I mean, I can't argue with their logic. Well, I could, but I don't have enough Tylenol for this. Nor do I have enough booze for this. I wonder. Hello, Vicar.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged.
Well, as long as you clean up afterwards.
What's occupying your thoughts?
During the experience at the Hermits, you seemed, somewhat at odds with your mother.
I wouldn't say my parents disowned me, strictly speaking. But before they died, they accused me of thoughtlessly abandoning them. I couldn't understand it. I was only trying to make them proud by becoming a better vessel for the plan, to feel the joy they felt. I was so certain my potential was wasted as a laborer, and was willing to risk everything just to prove to them that they were wrong. I was lost, misguided.
Think it over and get back to you. So far, I've completed, what, 2 character quests?
Good to see you, boss.
Yeah, I think so far that's the case. I've finished 2 character quests. I'm working on Nyoka's. Parvati's needs to go to Halcyon. Have I really done much of anything for Ellie? Ellie's not really quick to open up, is she? Still, at this point. Oh, hey. Ellie has a perk point to spend. Showtime, shake it off. Let's give her showtime. Felix. Second wind, stand your ground. Long winter. Long winter. Parvati. Stand your ground. And Sam. Stand your ground. Journal. So at this point, speak to Nyoka. Okay. Oh, God. Then find a place to wash your hands. Yeah. The Chimerist's last experiment, that's Avashrand. Dorset, that's back at Groundbreaker. Alright then.
Hey, Cap.
These glands are gross. Take them, please.
Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch.
Oh, for
There's
the
an
love
old
of...
base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon.
What's Charon?
Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon. He said it was
Clever.
some old myth. Something about death and all the things we killed. Rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so here we are.
I mean, it does. Remind me, what's this base again?
It's an old cave system we tried to turn into an encampment. You'll see when we get there.
It's about time. We're going to kill a Mantiqueen.
Fucking right we are.
Let's do it.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Thank you, Ada. Thinking that I should bring my 2 heaviest hitters.
Watch your back, please.
Certainly. Be Nyoka and probably Felix? I feel like the 2 of them are kind of my bruisers. Monarch Stellar Industries. Bluster dies with a whimper. Then region indicator points to, hey, I remember this spot. This is the spot that I was walking towards earlier. This is that spot that I was like, oh, this is going to open up later. Well, later's now. It's almost like I have gamer sense or something. Who knew? Help the chairman and Minister Clark defeat our foes. I mean, you call them foes. "38 weapon parts, you say?" Oh yeah, I haven't tried this mandibular rearranger. Kind of try this mandibular rearranger. Probably not on Mantis, but on something. There's no way it works on machines, right? Probably works on the Marauder Lookout, though. Bonk. 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 Oh god, what have I done? Oh dear. Hey, thanks for taking that from me, Nyoka.
That's the last of him.
Considering I was sitting there being a doofus. What have I done to you? Well, I'll break that down for parts. Oh, there was somebody here. They're gone now. Somebody else took them out, I'm sure. I'm curious about this weapon, but I don't know that it's worth it to continue to dink around with it. It's a melee weapon, and I'm not a melee person. Also, I'm pretty sure I figured out what it does. Smack somebody with it enough and it turns into big head mode, which I'm using. Science weapons are weird, man. Bodies everywhere. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
here we go. Haven't set foot in here since... Well, I'm ready. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Here we go.
You sound so convinced, Nyoka. Charon. Passcode accepted. Transition to Mantisaur Hive. Oh, this is gonna suck. Mantisaurs suck. Well, immediately sneak, for starters. Is that a shovel? That is a shovel. Revolver, weapon parts, mag pick. Huh. Bits. Spacer's Chaw. Ew. Weapon parts. Not so ew. Huh. Glowy bits. Alright, where's our first combat? Heavy ammo. Don't forget to slap your friends and family. I hear dorks. I don't quite see dorks yet. Oh, there you are. Mantisaur feeding grounds. Clara. Opal. Oh, boy. Just gonna go ahead and do a little bit of fiddling before I take on the final fight here. Let's see who I found. Vented Mark III helmet, weapon parts, model spaceship. Stout. Knock you out bar. Ooh, hello. Sure.
You gotta show me how you did that.
Bit cartridge. Flamethrower. Well, you know. I want to pick up everything in creation, just, you know, the things that look shiny. Oop. I would like to bypass shot, thank you. Okay. Now, round the outside. Hope I don't tip off the feeders. Parts, shunt, mag pick, pipe patch. Don't want that. Hunting rifle ultra. I'll take that. And then this is Opal, right? Clara. Opal is the other one. Daywear option 1. Take those. Anti-carapace. Oh, hey, that's a dead drone. God, listen to them go. They are having a field day. Let's see. So far, we're doing okay. Physical damage weakness. Spacious choice found a flaw in you. No. Taking too much physical damage makes you vulnerable to physical damage. Reject. Immediately. Manticarapace. Manticarapace. Funny how that works. How many y'alls were around here?
Well, this is the spot. You know,
Yay.
I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end.
We probably shouldn't be talking right next to this.
I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. First night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur.
Good positive side. I'm with you there. I hate that smell. You know, it did feel a bit different when we walked in.
Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building.
You built all of this? The space?
We hauled in steel. Hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable.
A teenager, out here in the Monarch Wilderness.
Believe me, I had my complaints. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family, Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
You were a family. I'm sorry they're gone, Nyoka.
Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another. Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental.
You got this.
Hey, boss! Watch this!
Have at it. Ooh. Wow, a manta pillar being the last survivor of the combat. That's kind of sad. Well, they're all ash piles now. Carapace, tossball card, service award, bracelet, Magda Ray. Ooh. Heavy ammo, energy cells, assault rifle, ultra, adrenotime. I'll take all. Why not? Oop. Let's get our fingers on the right buttons this time. Huh. Was the Manta Queen just sitting back here all dainty-like?
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but
Sure.
that also makes it right. Captain, thank you.
You're welcome, Nyoka.
You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
Of course. Although, I think you should hold on to the medallions.
What? Why? Them's painful memories, Captain.
They'll help remind you of both the good and the bad, not just the bad.
Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
And now, Opal Oubliette, one of the very few who deserve better. Rebecca Hodges, at the very least you came back to us in the end. Anders Wadsworth. Between raptidons and women, he died doing what he loved, chasing tail. Jackson Hayes. His most egregious crime was having the gall to die before me. And Clara Hodges, the closest thing to a sister that I ever lost. It's a shame. It certainly could have been a lot more to this place. Well, that's another thing finished up. Now we have to make our way forward, and there's a couple of things I need to do for that. Unreliable interior. Go. So I'm pretty sure now they're having me track Radio Free again. Yep. I need to go. I need to go to Dr. Dorset first.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
So then I says, fine, I'll pay you back for all of it. With interest.
Nice one.
What did
Excuse
I tell
me?
you? Harlow's down with a man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it.
Don't sound so excited. That was Felix's friend.
Obviously not. And better for Felix to know that now rather than become the next Trask.
Just because Harlow turned out to be crooked doesn't mean everyone's like that.
Don't get all mushy on me now. Come on, what did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion.
Can't live your life thinking the worst of everyone.
Sure I can. In fact, I bet you I live a lot longer.
Ever consider that looking out for others can be in your best interest?
I'm warning you, that reverse psychology stuff doesn't work on me.
Even you never really go it alone. You usually throw your lot in with a crew.
Sure do. And unlike you, Captain, the rest of us don't get a big fancy room with wall-to-wall windows. But let's forget about that, please. Anyway, you really want to tell me you're helping the scientist because you think he'll save the colony?
As a matter of fact, I am.
And here I thought I'd seen it all. This galaxy must be bigger than I'd thought. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else?
Never mind. Let's go. I'm on to you, Ellie. Before we go see Phineas, let's go to the Groundbreaker and turn in that one quest.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
That's Solution Vital.
Take someone to watch over.
You know it. We'll go with Ellie and Felix.
Back, please.
Always. Always, Ada. Get the feeling Dr. Dorset's going to love seeing Ellie come back.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rain.
Oh, God. Dr. Mafuru. Dr. Dorset.
Well, well, Dr. Fenhill. It's not often I see you on this side of sickbay.
I make it a point not to get shot, and when I do, I can usually take care of the mess myself.
It'd be nice to have you in here patching people up, not just blowing them apart.
I respect what you're doing here, but you know I'm not ready to settle down. It's not you, it's me.
Have it your way then. You always do. Now, about your friend here. Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
Well, there's that at least.
What seems to be the problem? Dr. Fenhill, I hope you're not here to harass any of our patients.
Harassing? Come on, I was trying to help Jesse.
You have a creative definition of helping.
Then it's lucky for us both that I've found gainful employment with someone who appreciates my ingenuity.
Good luck with this one, Captain. Now, is there something I can help you with?
People seem to have a very colorful opinion of Ellie, which is not shocking considering the conversations we've had. Oh, hey. You the one we saved earlier? Pretty sure you are. Alright then. Once again, going to see Phineas. Byzantium. Yeah. Looking like our only recourse is to go see Phineas.
Rizzo's purple punch. You got your punch right here.
I like the ad copy for Rizzo's stuff. Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow. Oh, God. Look, honey, you don't say that around a gay man. They get ideas. Purpleberry punch. You want punch? We got your punch right here. What's everybody up to now?
So then I told him, oh, ha ha ha, that tickles. How odd.
Ah, right, this again. Let's leave the lovebirds to it, shall we?
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Not exactly a secret if we know the coordinates to it, but let's not quibble on that, shall we? It's my first time coming back? No. We'll need more security. Huh.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it. Blast, that's loud.
This guy's basically Rick Sanchez before Rick Sanchez. Sure, I'll take some money. Why not? I'm not going to get paid a whole lot with this dude. Hello, what's this? Inspect immediately before signing for merchandise. It is your responsibility to note any damage on all copies of Freight Bill. Contents: 2 live cysty pigs, various loose cysts, expected side effect of shipping. Hi, Luca. Welcome on in. Hope the evening finds you well. Right on time for me to be talking about cysty pigs. Finn, no idea what you need all these damn things for, but the supplier's hiking up prices. Expect more increases in the future. Before you ask, there's no rebate for order in bulk. Next delivery in 4 weeks unless I hear otherwise in 3. 3, you hear? You end up with pigs stacked to the rafters again, it's not my fucking problem. Looked into the flux thing, but no hits yet. Sent along the greeting card from our dear auntie. Don't tell me what you want for it. Don't want to know. Lilia, my dearest pain in the ass. As requested, another load of cysty pigs. Supplier gave me a bit of a hassle. I reminded him cysties can't breed. They can only be made with that weird gas the lab coats use. He still raised the prices. Pass it along to our buyer, I guess. You ever going to come visit? Got a nice bottle of the 43 set aside for you. Your most favored pork provisioner, Malin. Made sure your latest batch of bottled meat didn't get eaten on the way in. Killed a pack of rats to do it. Usual charges apply. Your supplier wasn't happy. Might want to have a frank discussion with him, Nyoka. C. Suspicious about all these items you claim to need for off-world buyers. You're setting up a farm of your own, aren't you? Breeding stock. The king won't have it. The king. Headphones are bullying you? Oh, no. Oh, like, that's unfortunate. Hope that turns around. Well, at long last, I'm about to go see the old man. About to see the old man about some chemicals. There's a lot going on here.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself.
Yeah, this dude's paranoid.
Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
That explains a lot. Oh yeah, welcome, Matt. That's adorable. Hi. What? Why? What? Why? I don't even know where to start here.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supplies.
Dimethyl sulfoxide.
Typical elitist. Hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals.
Oh, look at that. So important about these chemicals.
If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason you're alive today. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as much as you possibly can. The more, the better.
I see.
If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony.
What was that about Minister Clark?
Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every colony requires the presence of a Minister of Earth. Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. Whenever the board issues some new decree, you'll find Clark's signature on the dotted line.
Marvelous. You make it sound so simple.
Oh, I understand it must seem impossible to you. Infiltrate Byzantium, the crown jewel of the colony, steal a batch of rare chemicals from a heavily guarded estate. In order to do the impossible, you must first divide it into a series of smaller, less impossible tasks.
So, what's the plan?
Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge.
Well, at least I can sneak.
Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require.
Marvelous.
I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City.
You had a nav key to Byzantium?
You're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find.
Green bubbling vessel with warning label. Really? What does this button do? Oh, conversation history. That's cute. I didn't even know that existed until now. Actually, there was something else I wanted to talk to you about.
Of course, of course. What's on your mind?
Many things. There's some reason you're hiding behind bulletproof glass.
Never know what being frozen did to your brain. There's always a chance you might turn violent. I've no desire to end up like Thompson. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
Got a moment to talk?
Absolutely. Let's talk.
Have you met my crew yet?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Try harder.
Fine looking hideout you got here. My name's Felix, by the way.
Felix, you're precious.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we?
Jesus.
Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Relax. They're with me. Show a little hospitality, Phineas.
Oh, very well. I can be a little cantankerous when I haven't had my caffeinoids. You have my apologies and so forth.
Oh, look at him.
For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. You're a talented scientist, after all. Our kind has always been incredibly popular.
Sure. Spare me the flattery, Phineas.
That's odd. I'm at least 65% certain my tone was sufficiently sincere. Perhaps the glass is distorting my voice. Must look into that.
Oh, boy.
What's on your mind?
Is there anything else that I need to talk to you about? Don't you ever leave your lab?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
That's not what I meant. Do you have some kind of life outside of your work?
Life outside work? No, of course not. My life is my work. For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me, up to us to set things right. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know.
Why are you so obsessed with reviving the Hope's colonists?
Because we've lost our way. The board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned into total obedience. The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you, people who haven't been corrupted by the board. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense.
Yeah, but you revived me, so you must have solved the problem.
Ah, you begin to perceive the truth. Yes, according to the board and their narrow-minded scientists, you should be a pile of organic sludge right now. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the Hope. Get it?
Yeah, that wasn't so clever. Don't try to be funny, Phineas. It doesn't work. I'm glad to hear that. Everyone on the Hope is depending on us.
We'll do our very best to save them all. I'd best get back to work. I can feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading.
You spent over 4 decades in space, with nothing but the technology of this little chamber keeping you alive. The rest of your fellow colonists are still trapped in similar chambers, waiting for you to restore them.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
Jesus. Reminder, obscure body and SK system. I'll take that. Consider that some back pay for the work I've been doing. Reminder, buy ladder. Why? Why? Sisty Pig. It's dead, Jim. Oh, hey, posters. Bric-a-brac and collectibles, don't mind if I yes. Reminder, seals leak, never use this pod.
You know that escape pod had a 12% risk of catastrophic failure. Quite safe by Halcyon standards.
That's terrifying. So is this. Anything to examine in this vicinity? Probably not. Oh, hey, there's a living cystipig. You're disturbing. That's all I can say. Raising core temperature to 5C over 1 hour. Dosage appears to be working. Slight diffs from process in cystipigs. Not beyond expected boundaries. Microscopic assessments show no sign of sudden traumatic mast cell wall collapse. Encouraging. Reminder, still need to mop up pig. Need to get a view of the cranium to see what's going on with neurons. Oops, hand slipped. Likely effects? Nothing important. May have numbness in left heel. Who even needs that? Looking at sample, evidence of hyperactive production of dopamine and norepinephrine. Curious. No evidence of entropic effects on neurons, however. Very excited. Now, if only I can keep him from exploding. Raising core temp to 5C, 1 hour. Oops, forgot I had a probe in the brain. Jostled with elbow. Subject may suffer numbness in right earlobe. Acceptable. Feel ridiculous telling mostly frozen slab of meat. You're doing fine, Kale. Practicing bedside manner important. Aids recovery. Curious about that neurochemical production. Side effect of prolonged hibernation? Subject may experience tachypsychia. Exaggerated fight or flight response. Checked brainwave. Found sharp uptick in perceptive cognitive processing while I jostled the probe. Fascinating. Equivalent to speed of common fly's brain. Could be useful. In stressful situations, subjective time dilation. See world moving in slow motion. Would everyone from Hope have this sort of brain damage, or is it particular to Kale? Can't wait to get awaken more from Hope, study in detail. Is it even right to call this effect brain damage? Seems like enhancement to me. Who wouldn't want on-call hyperfast cognitive response? Am I envious? To expand the span of a breath to an eternity? To be able just for a moment to perceive the world in all its infinite detail? Core temp up, still stable, no sign of cell wall decay, neurological necrosis, beginning next 5C over 1 hour cycle. Yes, I do believe I envy you, Kale. Oh yeah, hibernation helmet. I can calculate the movement of the heavenly bodies, but not the madness of men. Newton. Accessing experimental notes. Eureka! Flash frozen organic material reverts back to its original cell structure when treated with a tincture of dimethyl sulfoxide. Rate of explosive cell death, a very respectable 6%. Bad news. Difficult to acquire. Limited quantities of compound likely produced by Anti-Cleo. Recently discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. Must find more. 012. Artificial stasis successfully induced in cystipig specimen. 217. Revivification completed. Cystipig tissue returned to living state. Brain tissue suffered from rapid nucleation. Attempting treatment. Treatment progressing. Treatment failed. Brain tissue irreparably damaged by rapid onset necrosis. Explosive cell death. Finished cleaning liquefied remains of cystipig from laboratory floor, walls, and equipment. Ew. Fresh out of Anti-Cleo's, experimenting with Spacer's Choice partially emulsified creamer substitute. Finished brewing, add 2 ounces of Spacer's Choice. Atrocious, felt proud of myself die on the inside. Reminder, add Spacer's Choice to the list. Note to self number 2, buy more mouthwash. I spared one of my stock of experimental cystipigs to be used as a renewable source of nourishment. I've named this lucky pig Bubbles. Giving an animal a name establishes rapport, creates a positive emotional bond. Allegedly improves flavor of tumors? Let's look into that. Excellent creatures, cystipigs. Don't know how people used to survive without these genetic wonders of porcine succulence. Slaughtering a pig for meat instead of harvesting tumors that ripen naturally, falling off the flesh like mock apples off a tree, seems the height of barbarity. Truly a miracle of modern science. Password, huh? My mage is gonna hack. SWH181942. Password accepted. Interesting. Something feels familiar about that password. I procured the services of one Captain Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I hope he didn't name his ship after the quality of his services. I'll be sending my new accomplice down to Hawthorne via escape pod as soon as the revival process is complete. Hawthorne should make for an agreeable companion, or at least an acceptable chaperone. Law willing, he isn't a total buffoon. Yeah, about that. We splattered him all over the continent. Ooh, hello.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp.
I like how you think.
Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Don't mind me, just gonna use the shrink ray.
The cysty pigs make excellent test subjects. Also surprisingly nutritious.
Ew. Reminder, 14. Remember it this time. Absolutely vital. 14, 14, 14. Wonder what 14's all about. Oh, these things are gross. Reminder, mop up melted pig. I froze for a second there thinking that that was another pig. That was not another pig. What's this? Pocket watch. Come on. Communications terminal. Is that so? To H. Blythe. Hiram. Sending, no response. Sending, no response. Sending, no response. Sending, no response. Cause undetermined. Original message append. I worked it out. Explain details later. It'll be difficult to reproduce. Need your help. All necessary materials should be present in Halcyon, but locations elude me. Dumped a new associate Dirtside Terra 2 near Edgewater. They have a stake in my purpose, but trust in them only about 23.7% at present. They're recovering a ship. Should be along any time. Just need to know where to send them. Let me know when you get this. Eager to be done. Phineas.
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Oh, don't worry. I was very careful when I hacked it to pieces. Reminder, extinguish plasma cutter before returning to pocket. Duh. Huh. Were there no other posters? I guess not. Well, I should about wrap things up here. Oh, goodness. Was there more than one person that wanted to come to Halcyon with me? City in the Stars, meet Phineas's contacts, weapons from the void. Fire the science weapon on the Groundbreaker. See, I'm curious about this one yet. I want to see where this leads me. Now that I've picked up everything else. I've acquired 2 posters.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Sure. Groundbreaker. May as well see what I can find while I'm at it.
Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
That should be good. I don't think I need to really change much there. Parvati wants to come with me to Halcyon. That much I remember. Huh.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt
This side of this wall?
advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend?
I don't care to listen to the news. Ow. You'd think I'd learned my lesson from how many times I snapped my acrophobia. After repeatedly falling from great heights, you no longer function well when the ground is far beneath you. A reject. Ooh, bypass shots. Huh. Rest and go keycard. Oh. Hmm? Well, now I'm curious. Rest and go.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Purple Berry flavored pop. Nuggets, now with 12% more crunch.
You? I think? I want to go that way. Want to go this way. Don't want to go in there. Want to go through this door, question mark. Except it's barred. So, question becomes, how do I get in to that area? Just let me land on the damn thing, thank you. Is there perhaps a way? Clever. Ooh, there's things in here that don't want me to be there. There's enemies. Outlaw squad leader.
Here we go.
Hee hee.
That was fun.
Repair hanger keycard. I'll take that. Adreno. Focusitol capsule. I'll have those. That was slightly underwhelming for a combat. Aha. That's a workbench. Cool. And useful. Open the bar, open the door. All in all, that actually worked out pretty good for me. Huh. Well then, if they had the keycard, why didn't they use the keycard? Now, there's a question. What you got? The prismatic hammer.
No. Like someone left their name on it.
Huh. The prismatic hammer. Hammersmith was working on a hammer weapon, the pulse hammer, when his rival company Aramid Ballistics stole the plans, rushed its development, and beat them to the market, all while ridiculing Hammersmith with a marketing campaign about them having no hammers in their weapon line. Hammersmith executives demanded the ultimate hammer to be produced. This prototype was so expensive that it was never entered into production. Ooh. I get it. It changes color when you swing it. That's cool. Which might actually mean something more to it, too. Come to think of it. That may actually also influence damage type. Huh. Wonder who might like to keep their hands on that. I think Parvati would like the hammer. And give you the mandible rearranger. Because I feel like being that kind of irresponsible dipshit by giving him a science weapon. Main menu. Prismatic Hammer Research Terminal. Uh-huh. While rummaging through the back bays, I discovered a very old Hammersmith crate that seemed to have been sealed for a very long time. A bit of elbow grease and determination pried it open, but I couldn't make heads or tails of my discovery. A prototype hammer. I didn't know Hammersmith actually made hammers, but I brought it to my lab for a closer look. How strangely it glows. The trail of its wake lingers even when my eyes are closed. I've spent more time on the hammer. Its internal workings are state-of-the-art. Thermal, electrical, and chemical systems all working in harmony. How is this even possible? The weapon is a breakthrough in circuitry and engineering, and many of its systems appear rigged against tampering. There's a curious energy signature swirling about the weapon, though I have yet to identify the source. The air tastes of copper, and I've lost several teeth. I've had the most sublime prismatic dream since I invited the hammer into my bedchamber. Never mind that for now. Good news first. The energy signature matches Blondie-Alt's exclusive elusive N-rays, raising the hammer's elemental properties to 4: shock, plasma, corrosion, and radiation. Now for the bad. In my attempts to neuter the self-destruct functionality, I inadvertently caused a small fire. The hammer's manual controls may never function again. Swinging it seems to be the only way of cycling through its elemental modes. Must take greater care with future experiments. I've taken the liberty of locking myself in the workshop. My tinkerings were all for naught. This is no prototype. I'm simply too flawed to recognize its perfections. The hammer is a lesson, a symbol. It whispers to me that disorder rules all things, but with a little ambition we can harness that power. Only by inflicting chaos upon others can we transmute disorder into harmony. And that is a lesson Halcyon is not ready to hear. Huh. Whatever you say, dude, I'm just a scientist on my way through. Let's get the duck out of fudge. Hi, Kurgan. Welcome on in. Hope the evening finds you well. I have Mardet ID. I got the science weapons. Oh, God. Including this little ditty. Shrink Ray is kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. I also got the Mandible Rearranger, which also amusing. Speaking of, hey Parvati, I've got a gift for you. Don't spend it all in one place.
I am a dirty, autonomous digital astrogator, Sam. I haven't cleaned my internals in ages. Can you hardly process the sheer quantity of dust built up in there? Tell me you've seen worse. We'll continue this later.
Ada? Do I need to stop by a store and get you some gear for your next Never mind, I'm not going there. Terra 2. Excuse me, why are you telling me to go to Terra 2? City in the Stars, Phineas Associates. Person works at Byzantium Docks. Like, everything I have is supposed to be pointing to Byzantium. And yet you're pointing me to Terra 2. Scylla, Eridanos, Typhon, Hephaestus. Huh. It's on Terra 2? I thought it was, like, elsewhere.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Funny how that works out.
I understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
Indeed.
Welcome back, Captain.
I don't think I've spoken to Ada much. I'd like to continue our conversation from before.
Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling...
Oh, Captain, my captain. Hello, Liz. Welcome on in.
Topic on your mind?
Are you sad when you remember Hawthorne?
No, I am sure I cannot feel emotions. The memory has merely disrupted one of my processors. Glitches can be quite uncomfortable. It was my fault he died.
How so?
I should have predicted the statistical unlikeliness of success of my captain's actions. In fact, I did, but illogically disregarded the results.
Why did you do that?
He asked me to trust him.
How exactly did Hawthorne improve your design?
Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning.
Where did you come from originally?
The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did.
That's all for now.
Can we talk?
Sure.
Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to do.
Fuck me, I've been waiting for this all game. What's that?
I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick.
Funny, you don't strike me as the type who keeps in touch.
Which brings us to where we are today. Several messages and a few years late.
Oh, cool. I get to watch you melt down in front of your parents.
Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably
Or vice versa.
comes as a big surprise.
Really? I never would have guessed.
This is why I have to see them. They'll hardly recognize me.
I don't see why you can't go see them when it's convenient. I'm proud of you, Ellie. Of course you should reconnect with your parents.
Reconnect is a strong word.
I held out hope.
And, I was thinking you'd come too.
Why would you want me to meet your parents?
Because it would be fun.
Level with me, Ellie. What's this really about?
Well, they know me as Marilyn the Surgeon. They don't know Ellie the Pirate Sawbones. But you're authentic rabble. True riffraff. When they see you, they'll get it.
Ah, so you're introducing your, motorcycle driving boyfriend to your upstanding WASP parents. Gee, thanks.
I only wish I could pull it off as well.
Okay, we'll go.
Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one.
I'll take care of dressing myself, thanks.
You're the boss. Anything else?
You have something to say about chasing down the dimethyl sulfoxide?
I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas guy.
Why do you say that?
Ever notice how this job gets bigger and more dangerous every time he calls in? He's asking a lot, Captain.
Oh, you like me like Rick Sanchez?
What your angle is.
Phineas is trying to do good for the colony, and I want to help.
I knew a doctor like him once. He had a patient complaining of ankle pain, so he amputated the man's foot.
I mean, the ankle doesn't hurt anymore, does it?
The right one. Point is, good intentions don't count for shit. And nothing's more dangerous than a crusader with a cause. Besides, none of this is your mess, so why go dirtying your hands with it?
I have friends on that ship. They don't have that on there. Because it's the right thing to do.
Hate to say it, but the right thing rarely pays well. The board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough bits to pay it. I've got no love for the corporations, but they know how to take care of their people. The ones at the top, anyway.
I'm not going to become some corporate lackey.
Don't think of it as being a lackey. Think of it as doing a job and getting paid really, really well. I know you want to save the day, but don't forget to look after yourself. No one else out here's going to.
Aw, Ellie, I didn't know you cared.
Hey, don't get any ideas. I'm just making sure you last long enough to pay me at the end of this. Anything else?
Never mind, let's go. Well, Ellie and Parvati are coming with me. Bijou review. My god, this place is almost eye-blindingly bright. They actually keep this place relatively clean. Hello, Carmen.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone.
Yeah, Phineas sent me. Nah, I'm not gonna talk. Roll your eyes and sigh dramatically.
Oh. You mean I'm supposed to be meeting you?
Let's keep this moving. You have information for me.
Yeah. You're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded.
Ooh. There's gotta be a way to catch the minister someplace less protected. Can't you get me into the minister's estate? How exactly did you get involved in this anyway?
I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct.
Mm-hmm.
Here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, gosh, seems almost impossible.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators.
When they die off, it's a sign that something's wrong.
Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see.
Like what?
For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay exactly where they start. Doesn't that seem strange to you?
It does.
And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course.
That's not right.
I mean, there's a shredder at the bottom of the box, so I don't know what you'd expect to happen. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it, and since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine how messy things got.
I bet your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to take something apart just to put another thing back together.
Might have been the paperwork. Here, you have to append forms to your forms, and law help you if there's a single dash out of place.
Oh god. And?
At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you?
Yes. If you ask me, the suggestion box was pretty useless to begin with.
I don't know how else people are supposed to complain about things they can't change, but that's not the point. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really.
Can't you get me into the minister's estate?
Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence.
Okay, so what can you tell me?
Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking.
That's a thought. Thanks for the tip.
Just remember, you didn't hear it from me.
There's got to be a way to catch the minister someplace less protected.
Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
Point.
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out.
Looks like I've got work to do. And a level up to spend. What's my science at? 64? My engineering is up to 109. Holy crap. What do I want to throw into? Could do hack, could do lockpick. Could do long guns. Yeah, let's do long guns. And a perk point. Size weapon damage, range weapon sway, steady hand. Think about blood and violence helps you focus. Your next attack after killing an enemy is a guaranteed crit. Jesus. There's armor rating and skill bonuses for any armor you wear. Bonuses from mods are not affected. Actually, confidence. I do the sniperly thing. Wait, what? I chose confidence. Oh well. Actually, wait a minute. Autosave? Is this before or after I did the level up? That's the question. Hey, we're back. That, yes, perks confidence. That's what I want. That'll work. Considering I do the sniping thing, yeah. I feel like confidence would be a good skill to use. Speaking of, Tinker. Hunting rifle. Let's just boost that like a mofo. And this for giggles. I don't know what this is, but I ain't paying the electric bill. Upgrades available. What are the mods I can deal with though? Magda Power, Magda Ray. Plasma type or N-Ray type? What about you? Change the damage type, that's about it. Corporate Technician.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Oh, buddy, don't worry. I'm about to change that for the worse.
Are you still tinkering with that?
It's not gonna fix itself.
Don't we have repair drones for that kind of thing?
This was a repair drone.
I mean, looks like it says it's a combat drone, but far be it for me to judge. All right. Well, we've got some things to do here at least. Retiree. That is a hole in the wall. That is an elevator. Wait, do all the retirees live on the bottom floor of Halcyon?
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Corporate Sentinel. Requires docking bay terminal codes to unlock. Is that so? Great, I have the hiccups now. Ooh, a jeweled ring. Mixed use outfit, energy cells. Toss ball. Oh dear. I get the distinct impression that all the retirees live on the bottom floor of Halcyon, where people don't have to look at them. Sorry. Elevator music. Don't know what came over me.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
Don't you ever want a little fun? Maybe see a marauder ship get blown to bits overhead?
What thing to say. Everyone knows marauders can't fly.
I'm about to do something stupid and cruel. But hey, it's a game. And these two are dumb as a box of rocks.
I don't want to die.
That was a nice warm-up.
That was fun. Anyway, let's reload. Get some of that catharsis out of my system. Don't mind me.
Ooh, down there, a new ship. Doesn't look like any of the corporate freighters.
But what would they be doing here? And how did they ever get permission to land?
You know, the more I listen to these folks, the more I want to do it again.
Finally get some excitement after all.
Sigh. Is it the janitor that was waiting for me? Oh, that's cool.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
Not particularly, but apparently you're not going to take no for an answer.
Presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean?
I got the charisma of a brick. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I like where this is going.
Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation?
I consider myself freelance.
Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid.
Just tell me what you're offering.
I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Ah! Captain! You're gonna be in pictures!
Already got an entourage, huh? Way to get ahead of the game. So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
I'm in.
Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Yeah, sure. At some point, I suppose.
Anti-Cleo's antibiotics. Take comfort in knowing that anything antibiotics cannot stop will probably kill you quickly.
God, those adverts are amazing. Really
According to
awful.
local legend, if you walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
Ooh.
Think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the gearings?
Probably.
Nah, probably just shot.
Fair point.
The dissidents actually took over the refinery. I can't believe it!
And then, the chairman shot their space shuttle down with the Hammersmith grenade launcher. Incredible.
Are you two talking about the new Dissident Hunter adaptation? Don't spoil it. I'm behind.
You need to watch
Oh,
more
God.
of the wave. You never know what's going on.
I feel like the longer I stay here, the more I'm going to be depressed by the fact that this is just mimicking reality at this point. You know what? Let's walk around the orrery 3 times and hope that our corporate rivals die of a paper cut. Maybe that's the way to end this game. Damn, we're still here.
User's choice Adreno. For life's little injuries.
Little. It's Spacer's choice. Oh, God. Huh. Love Grows Beautification. Rococo's Decor. Oh, wait. They're just closed. Pardon the mess, we're getting a facelift. Forsyth's Luxury Munitions. And Chancery's Pastry and Larder. Luxury Munitions. Hi. Winston Forsyth.
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right place. Every Byzantine needs high-quality armaments, and you won't find better anywhere else.
What do people around here need weapons for?
Why, to defend their property, of course.
From whom?
50-Bit says he's got a heart on right now.
Byzantium is the best
LA.
that Halcyon has to offer. It's up to us to protect it.
Put me down for 150. Protected from what?
Marauders, dissidents, especially large sprats. One never knows what threat might arise.
Byzantium seems pretty safe to me.
Only because we make it so. It is only the fear of the well-armed Byzantine that keeps the rabble at bay.
You're an idiot.
And you're here to buy a weapon, are you not?
Let me see what you've got for sale. Oh dear. Plasma Rifle 2.0. Flamethrower 2.0. Bolter Pistol 2.0. Tactical Shotgun 2. The Vermin 2. Grenade Launcher 2. Officer Spine Gold. Inferno Scythe Gold. Plasma Cutter Gold. Pulse Hammer Gold. Assault Rifle Extra. Shot Cannon, Assault Rifle Ultra. Shot Cannon Ultra. Shot Cannon Ultra. Plasma Carbine. And Automatic Pistols. Plus, Pink Slip. The Pink Slip inflicts extra weak spot damage. And the Exterminator. The Exterminator's massive kick will often knock back your targets. I don't know. I mean, I can buy it, most certainly. See how it goes. No armor, no consumables, but you do have mods. Magnazap, Extendo Sight, and Funtimes Barrel. Ooh. Funtimes Barrel sounds like a good thing to get. Corporate guards, you say? So, Pink Slip, 236. Magazine size. Is this a sniper rifle? I'm pretty sure this is a sniper rifle. Yes, this is in fact a sniper rifle.
I only wish they weren't showing so many Spacer's Choice ads.
Oh god. Bijou review? Quarantine Sprat sighted. Oh god. Yeah, there's a whole lot of places that are just closed. But, you know, this is the ritzy rich part of the city, so.
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orrery, and you say that every time.
Oh boy.
It's strange.
But Byzantium was at the center of the universe. Galakur's haberdashery.
You, with the hips. Over here. Let me take a closer look at you.
Excuse me?
Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it.
Again, I have to say, I had the charisma of a brick. I don't know what the fuck anybody's talking about. There it is. The most pretentious thing I'll hear all day.
You're not afraid of speaking your mind. You smolder and growl. Oh, you're just too perfect. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs.
Are you trying to sell me something?
I'm an artist, darling, not a tweed merchant. I don't sell things. I pollinate the world with art.
Well, as long as you clean up
I'm
after.
working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me?
You've got a pretty high opinion of someone you just met.
Everything I need to know can be deduced from a first impression. You're an outsider. You're exotic. You carry a whiff of barbarism and adventure. You're the embodiment of everything I want in my new line.
Hold on, if you keep this up, it's likely to inflate my ego. What do you have in mind?
When I look at you, I see the very embodiment of everything the walls of Byzantium were built to keep out.
Well, gotta give her that one.
Worthy of you won't be easy. I'll need your help gathering the right materials.
All right, I'll help you out.
Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face.
Oddly
What I
specific.
need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples.
Oh, God.
Also, I expect you to model for me.
Nobody has enough time for the therapy involved in that. Any excuse to admire my looks, huh? Can't blame you. What's the benefit of seeing me wear it?
My dear, fashion is a performance art. An outfit without a body is like an instrument without a player. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear, helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job.
Well, that's an interesting quest. I'll see what I can do.
Fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
My engineer's going on a date and she needs a fine outfit.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word, such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you.
Okay, I'll say this
Let me
about
do a
Celeste.
back
She's
of
at least
the envelope
nice.
Calculation. Materials, labor, licensing and copyright. There.
Hold up. Did you actually measure her for this outfit? I didn't see any measuring tape.
Darling, do I look like an amateur? I read her measurements by eye. And don't you ask, because they're no one's business but her own.
Damn. She sussed me. I can cover 6,000 bits.
Now stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in merely an hour. And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I.
Okay, I'll admit it. I like Celeste Jolicoeur. She's at least a nice person, even if she's, you know, a bit of a pusher. Where am I supposed to find spacer gear?
If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
Fair. There was something else I wanted to ask.
For you, anything.
Have you ever been outside Byzantium?
Outside Byzantium? Of course not. There's nothing for me outside Byzantium.
Yet you're sending me all over Halcyon.
Yes, and I'm terribly grateful you've agreed. Look, darling, I don't belong outside Byzantium any more than a fish belongs on the land. Anyway, I'm quite certain Byzantium wouldn't last 3 days without me. I'd return to a smoking ruin of hideous fabrics and mismatched colors.
Probably. You said I was exactly what Byzantium needs. What did you mean?
Byzantium has lost its élan vital. Everything about this city is so dreadfully stale.
Ah, stasis.
I want to make people uncomfortable the way you do. You're an outsider. You clearly don't belong in Byzantium, and yet you strut about, doing as you please.
A little bit of chaos and creation in the middle of a stagnant weaver blasted hellscape. Ever heard of a tailor who wants to make people uncomfortable?
I'm not some common buttonmonger, darling.
Mind that last word.
It's my job to make you uncomfortable.
I see. Thanks.
You're very welcome.
See you around. So I'm pretty sure Lady Jolicoeur is not going to have what she needs for me to model right here. But now, Parvati, dear Parvati.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope.
Parvati. Making every little thing perfect won't change Junlei's feelings.
I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you've done.
That's one side quest ready. Model outfits. Environmental headpiece. Iconoclast, Marauder, and Spacer. When I think of it. Do I really have any of that? Spacer's Choice, Airman Ballistics. Airman Ballistics. Nope. In fact, I have basically all the exact opposites. Well, hell.
I love Byzantium. Where else are you going to find art, culture, working toilets?
Sigh. Alright, Don't Bite the Sun, the Law Crusade. Or the Low Crusade, rather. Chimerous Last Experiment. Let's go with the Low Crusade.
I'm sure other colonies have cities like this.
Alright, there are you.
Those are so far away. I'm talking about how.
Vending machine discovered. 25% surcharge. Jesus Christ.
Now that you've closed it at the HHC, he's too good for the rest of us to be honest.
Maybe we lose some of his gear in the sewers. That'll take
Oh boy. Well, even Halcyon has a bunch of backstabbing going on.
Today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. Profits are soaring. Promotions abound. Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is healthier and more productive than ever.
And yet it's falling apart.
In the coming months, Byzantium will be sure to see the many rewards reaped from your diligent labor. Once we nail down the details, I can't wait to share what's in store. For now, my friends, keep up the hard work.
Uh-huh. It's almost like they have to lie through their teeth to keep everybody's hopes up or something.
Sure, they look fancy, but inside, they're just marble and existential emptiness. There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial-grade cleaning solvent and desperation.
Well, let's deal with the rich bitches. Yeah. Oh boy. Something tells me this is not going to be as fun as it seems.
Marilyn, is that you?
Lars, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we?
Jesus.
Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
Oh. Oh my god. It's tempting, but I'm gonna go with hello.
Play the ruffian angle some more. You're supposed to help me make an impression. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
I mean, I can't exactly deny this one. Theft, vandalism, profanity, you name it, we've done it at least twice.
Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
This is getting awkward.
That means it's getting fun. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors.
Hold up, these floors aren't just nice, they're top quality marble.
He's right. Since when can you afford authentic Terran marble?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
Don't sound so disappointed about it.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
Why do I get the feeling you people are about to apologize for something?
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather substantial.
Wow.
What?
Talk about making lemons slap out of lemons. Listen quietly. I think it's about time for me to shut the fuck up.
Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
I'm gonna keep listening.
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we?
You absolutely could have. What? I'll have you know Ellie's a professional miscreant.
Shh. Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
Jesus
It was quite
Christ.
the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Ellie, are you done with these jerks?
Not until I get some answers. Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons?
Priorities.
What are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Mm-hmm.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
If you really knew your daughter, you'd know quiet is not in her vocabulary.
She hasn't changed a bit, I see.
My God, you
Sick?
have a
You
soul.
just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
I don't know about you, Ellie, but I'm ready to cause a scene.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Understood.
Let's talk outside. A word, Captain? Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
Shouldn't have gotten so upset.
I wanted them to get upset. I just thought it would play out differently. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed.
This is a very specific fantasy.
I'm getting to the good part. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
How about it's payback time and I'm collecting with interest? You've got a sense of drama, I'll give you that much. Listen quietly.
Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob.
You're really hurt, aren't you?
I'm not hurt. I'm outraged. Affronted, even.
Yeah, 6 one, half dozen the other.
I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know? And I've got a reputation to maintain.
Then why didn't you start a scene? I'm sorry. It's a rough situation.
I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moon base, or traps you in an airlock with an angry mantis worm.
Oddly specific. Once again, that's very specific.
What can I say? I don't collect things, I collect experiences. Just can't think of a good use for this one.
You can learn something from this. It's up to you to determine what that is.
Can't I just have a drink and punch some poor defenseless pillow instead?
What'd the pillow ever do to you?
Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
Keep talking.
I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
quite the role reversal.
As long as I don't develop a taste for Wool Gonzola and bad legal dramas, that's fine by me.
Again,
My policy
specific.
is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account.
Right,
If
people
that
skills.
doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
Now you're talking. Let's go. Find the insurance agency
You and your
office.
pen pal seem to be getting along.
Don't make it small. When you say it like that, it sounds stupid.
Whoa, take it easy. Didn't realize you were so wrapped up.
You're doing it again.
These two do have a bit of a clash in personalities.
How does this sound? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to walk into you like that.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Fudge.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore.
One way or another, I'll find where I need to go. Oh, Typhon Street. GHIG Secure Mailbox System. The sole letter in this mailbox is addressed to the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group satellite office in Fallbrook on the planet Monarch.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
What? Excuse me?
Try Anti-Cleos. It's better than
I mean, I'm going to Monarch.
That mechanical down there?
Jesus.
Anti-Cleos level head. Feeling a little off now? Need a level head?
So, I need to find stuff. There's a lot that I need to cover now. Set up a dummy beneficiary account. Don't buy the sun. I need to go to Groundbreaker. I think I also need to go to Groundbreaker for Spacer Gear. Chimera/Experiment. Experiment. Could always look into this and see where this leads. Now, that away, Dr. Chartrand. Maintenance tunnels.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here. Oh, what are you doing here?
You have a name. You must be important. What are you doing here?
Nothing. Nothing. Why? Does it look like I'm up to something?
It's a day ending in Y,
Because
my
I
good
knew
friend.
it. You got me. I'm caught, aren't I?
Shh, keep talking. What are you so worried about?
I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but it's not my fault, okay? Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow, but they need to stretch their little legs.
Oh.
And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? Everyone gets a little distracted now and then.
Calm down and tell me what happened.
They escaped, and before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnels. Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats and exterminator mechanicals.
I could look for your sprats.
Really? In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of my little ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell them apart from common sewer sprats. They have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Also, they're white rather than green.
That helps.
Please, do take care, and do mind the exterminator mechanicals. If the worst should happen to my little darlings, well, I still want their bodies. For science, of course.
What are the maintenance tunnels beneath Byzantium for?
Well, to maintain things, of course. Like big, humming machine things with gears. And pipes. Water pipes. Air pipes. All sorts of pipes. That's why they connect the city from the Acropolis district to here.
But why won't you go into the tunnels yourself?
Everyone knows sewer sprats carry diseases. And the exterminator mechanicals have been known to fire on larger targets. Why they'd do that when they're only supposed to attack sprats, I've no idea. But there are rumors.
Sounds like a problem. Rumors? Like what?
Some people say there are strange things in those tunnels. Assassins. A room full of murderous automechanicals. Monsters hungry for human flesh. A hidden bureaucratic purgatory where things and people are lost forever. Not that I place any stock in silly rumors, of course.
Why are there exterminator mechanicals in the tunnels?
To deal with the sewer sprats, of course. They're quite the nuisance.
Oh, of course. I'm wondering why you're so attached to these sprats.
They're for my, research.
Out with it already.
Oh, very well. It's true. I do run studies on them at the lab, but I also have a special connection with them. See, I'm an enormous fan of all my colonists. The early seasons, before the plotlines got tacky. You must have seen the classic episodes.
Just tell me what this has to do with your sprats.
Well, I name all my sprats after my favorite characters. That way, their stories can live on in rodent form. So you see, it's imperative that I get them all back.
I hate that I can't argue. So your sprats, what are the names?
Not just names, they all have backstories too. There's Lord Reginald Kim III, Lady Philippa Farnsworth, Vonda von Vermington, Haroon Greenlee, Iskander Emmanuel Sanchez, and Evelyn Ensley Okoye.
Oh no. Who am I kidding? I don't need to hear about this.
Something else?
Seems surprised I'd help you.
I still am. After all, I'm a person of very little influence and only middling prospects. No one does favors for free. But I must say, I'm far too distressed to think critically about your suspiciously kind offer.
Suspiciously kind offer. Very well, I guess. Dear God. What am I getting myself into? No. Cupid of the laboratory. Well, detour. Ooh. Anchor? Pink slip? No. Where's it? Pink slip. You're not the one. You're the one. 298. 302. Okay. I didn't do that. The pink slip.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh mercy me. Hey there. Get back here. Uh-oh. How about to lead you to getting shot to shit? That's a liquidated sprat. Oh dear. Up, sprat. I get you. Please tell me I got you. I like to make sure that none of the sprats die. May mean actually doing some work here. Ah, darn it. Pop.
Their mistake. Nice one!
No. Having fun. I didn't even slow time for most of that. Robophobia. No. All right, I think I've taken care of most of the problems here. Question mark. Adreno. Take those. Look at that. Ooh, armor parts. This. UDL identity cartridge. Excuse? I like the sound of this. I really like the sound of this, actually. Hi. Bye. Probably shouldn't have let them go. High Society cigarettes. Down here, all places. Well. God, poor Sprats got absolutely decimated. Dang. Oh, there's more of them. Oh, dear. There's still more exterminator robots. Oh dear. Hope they're not all dead. Parcel service in the sewers? Splat. Come on, game.
Want another fighting me?
HPS worker. Hey, you're still alive back here. That's cute. What about you? How do I reach you? Oh, you're in the wall. Great. Ah, okay. Hey, buddy. And this is me crawling through sewers, grabbing rats. Aren't I living the high life? Oh, hey, I'm miraculously over encumbered. go ahead and break this down. That should help. Though, should do more than that. I'm sorry, is that a rodent of unusual size? Oh, they angry. Oh, you're big. Obalos. Whee! No, y'all got that covered.
I was hoping we could bring him home. You'd let me have a giant rat, right, Captain? So long as I fed it?
Not so sure about that, Parvati. Kobalos. Dear God. Raptiprod. Vortex Mace. Hunting Rifle Ultra. Go ahead and clear some of that extra space up. Jesus. Well, I was right. It was, in fact, a rodent of unusual size. And then the rodent of unusual size went splat. Hey, on the plus side, I got everything. Question mark? It's over this way.
You gotta teach me that.
Ooh, workbench. And a transition to Byzantium.
Great work.
Okay. Speaking of, I'm still going. Cool. Then what happens if I go up this way? Now I'm curious.
I never could have handled the desk job.
Access restricted. Byzantium Estates. Okay. That just kind of leads me out right next to... Oh, okay. I think I'm picking up what they're putting down. Ministry of Accuracy and Morale key. Is there no other way for me to move in this area? Oh dear. Yeah, that's not good.
A UDL security attendant is always prepared.
Huh. Am I stuck here unless I go back through the sewers? Kind of think I am, other than fast traveling. Fast traveling's a thing too. Yeah, let's fast travel the maintenance tunnels. I'll do that. That seems like the better way to do this. Interesting. Gets me where I need to go, I guess.
Any luck finding my sprats?
I have them all.
Truly? Why, this is marvelous! And all safe and sound. Oh, Reginald, Philippa, Vonda, Haroon, Iskander, Evelyn! I'm never letting you out of my sight again! Please, take this. It's not much, but it's the best I can offer for the safe return of my darlings. Now, I've got to get back to the lab before my supervisor logs my absence.
Have fun with that. Oh hey, Halcyon Partial Service. But let's get back to the matter at hand, the Chimerists' last experiment.
Out with it, you wretched contraption! Does nothing in this city work anymore?
Shake it really hard. I'm sure that'll work in your favor. I have the key. I'll let myself in.
You think the privy's gold-plated too?
Probably. Why does this suddenly feel like a different game entirely? Also, where is this Lady Chartrand?
Keep him quiet.
That's a sealed door. Interesting. So how does one unseal said sealed door? There's a question. That's a cabinet. That's bit cartridge. That's a mag pick. That's terminal. Logs. Cascadia compromised? I received a message that an unauthorized user was looking through the files on my Cascadia terminal. Maybe some marauder with 2 firing brain cells. Maybe not. I hope whoever it is understands the sacrifices made on Monarch and HRS 1084 serve a higher purpose. One day, when all of us have attained a new state of being, humanity may forgive my sins. My worst suspicions are confirmed. HRS 1084 was ransacked. Who knows what became of the suspension tanks, my team. As usual, my handlers on the board are no help. Until I deliver results they can replicate, package, and disperse to the general population, they desire only silence and obedience from the likes of me. Yet another relocation. Circumstances were hardly optimal for at the primary and secondary labs. Political instability pulled Cascadia out from under me, and some combination of cabin fever and paranoia soured HRS 1084. Perhaps my home in steadfast Byzantium will offer the retreat I need. Though I miss working alongside colleagues, I know that I hardly deserve the ones I so enjoyed. The ones I lost. The work continues in isolation and loneliness. Perhaps as it should. Ever since our species became aware of itself, we imposed our superiority on the worlds we touched. Colonialism worked, for a time. But our oldest trick didn't work in Halcyon, did it? Now we're the ones who must bow to forces greater than ourselves. We are the ones who must adapt. Update, wine makes me too introspective. Perhaps I'll balance it out with vodka. Lady after my own heart. Unseal the entrance, please. Sounds to me like I've got the go-ahead. No elevator music. I'm sad. Alright, Chartrand. Ooh, this looks dangerous.
That's top-of-the-line equipment. Better than most hospitals, even.
This looks dangerous.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
Lilia Hagen sent me to kill you.
If anyone ever tries to off me, I hope they do it with the same professional courtesy.
Hagen? I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. I knew this would happen.
Lilia runs sublight salvage on Groundbreaker. Good boss. Bit of a live wire.
That's a gentlemanly way of putting it, Captain. She's obsessed with aliens. This is utter nonsense. I've never even been to Groundbreaker.
You've been to Cascadia and Station 1084. I know all of your dirty secrets.
What happened to the team? Tell me you didn't move their suspension tanks.
Sublight took over the lab. Your human aquariums are probably just office decor.
Small consolation. My team, the finest minds of their generation, reduced to salvage.
What were they trying to prove by experimenting on themselves?
We were trying to prove that the colony could survive the crisis bearing down on us.
Crisis? What crisis?
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
This is startling, but it doesn't explain the research I found.
The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
All you have to show for it is a lab full of preserved colleagues.
I know. I was there. Thomas was the first to take the gas. A simple test, he said. I told him not to, but he insisted. We learned a lot from his autopsy. Enough that we could try it on each other and know when to stop. No one else died. I must find a cure so his sacrifice isn't in vain.
Burned through a lot of valuable scientists to arrive at zero solutions.
I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
Isn't Cornelius Vanderbilt one of the assault cruisers patrolling Halcyon?
It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
Lilia sent me after a conspiracy, but it looks like I found a cover-up instead.
I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy.
The board wants to adapt the entire population of Halcyon?
Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off Halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
Yeah.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying.
Enough talk. Where do we go from here?
You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
What do you think, Ellie?
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands.
Parvati, how do you think we handle this?
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
You know Phineas Wells? If you work with him, I'll spare you.
The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander?
That didn't take much convincing. In the future, try and stay away from plans that hack our species.
What kind of scientist would I be if I held to a promise like that?
A moral one.
I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
It's less work than hauling my corpse out of here.
Wrong answer.
They got the joke.
Come on. Click. Click. Corporate trooper on the other side of that. Click. Click. You're still alive? Click. The board are now angry. Well, that'll be that. I'm off to a rolling good start with these guys, aren't I?
Hey, that's company property. What do you think you're doing? You know, you made a real generous argument.
You know what? I'll just pay for it. I don't even care. It's the dumbest thing to be up in arms about, but you know what? Go ahead. You do you, boo. Considering I literally just spared your ass. Also... Ooh, tactical shotgun. Dr. Lorelei Fall. Current status alive, life signs minimal, stasis setting active. Subject will need medical treatments beyond our current understanding before any attempt at extraction is made. You should have let me go, Lore. I drew the short straw. It was my turn. I don't think I'm strong enough to go on without you. I'll never stop searching for a way to bring you back. If I fail, may the architect annotate your place in the equation. Well, like I said, I'm starting off in a swimming position with the board. Which is just going to make the ending all the more entertaining, I'm sure. Next customer. Top floor of Odeon Pictures. I mean... Yeah, that's the next one. And out we go. Oh, this is fun. Pop. Pop. Oh, hi. The board are now repulsed. That's this is going interestingly. So much so that I actually think this is bad. Load the game, if we could, please. Let's go with this. This may legitimately actually be a bad idea. I may have to legitimately...
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I may have to actually not screw that up that hard. Well, time to get back where I was.
That's top of the line equipment. Better than most hospitals, even.
That's far.
Lilia Hagen sent me to kill you. Run Sublight. Into Cascadia. Sublight took over your lab. They're trying to prove Crisis.
You can.
Startling doesn't tell me about what you're doing. All you have to show is a lab full of preserved colleagues. You burned through a lot of valuable scientists. May as well. Lilia sent me after conspiracy. Looks like a cover-up instead. The board wants to adapt people of Halcyon. Enough talk. Where do we go from here? I've done the Elian Parvati, so you know Phineas Wells. If you work with him, I will spare you. This time around, I think what I'll say is that didn't take much convincing.
If working with Wells is the only way I can save the colony, then I will damn well do it. I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Okay.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
What if I give you 4,449 reasons?
That'll do, sucker. Now move along. The doc has a lot of work ahead of her. Tidying up and such.
Glad that we could come to an amenable conclusion. Christ, you think I'm the sucker? There's 32,000 more where that came from, dumbass. Now let's watch me get shot to shit anyways. Well, looks like I'm in the clear. Also, is that like a little spratling? That was a mini cannon.
And Archibald Harris are redecorating with real crystal faux windows. Laws. Don't they know those windows?
Alright, so there's that done. Oh god. Pat Central. Let's see what happens at the audition. Odeon Pictures. Oh, look, a receptionist.
For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left.
Well, okay then. Okay, we're going up. That's a good sign. Bleh.
My cousin's in pictures. That business makes piracy look civil.
If you could just leave me back at the ship, I'm sure there's something ought to be fixing now.
Uh-huh. Now you're coming with me.
Great, you made it. Listen, I know you're expecting a script, but you're the real deal. Just go in there and do what feels natural.
Mm-hmm. What's that supposed to mean?
No, don't Authentic. And because Josh is paying to see their logo on the big screen.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Don't think, kid. Just act. Now go in there, find your mark, and show us what you got.
Well, well. Here to stop us at last, Captain Steele? You're too late. All of this Settlement CNP Hungry Time food pills, same nutritional value, but now with added filler, are ours. With their patented stomach stuffing effects and baseline vitamin content, we will be nigh unstoppable.
Whatever, as long as you stop monologuing about it.
Come on, stick to the script.
There isn't a script.
Can I shoot someone? Wait, are we the good guys or the bad guys?
Hard to tell.
Doesn't matter. I want to shoot someone.
Same.
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axajack, staring one another down across the void of space while flaming debris fell like rain around us.
The things you just described are scientifically impossible. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna remain stoically silent.
I see you haven't changed a bit, Steele. I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my superior numbers with tactical thinking and a Hammersmith limited edition grenade launcher. I've been waiting for 5 years now, and at last my day for vengeance has come.
Exude wordless fury.
Yes, even you are powerless this time, Steele. I have this whole port wired with sub-micro energon transistors. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma particulate field, and the quantaponic chain reaction will turn this whole place into vaporized plasma.
Say nothing, but make your eye twitch a little.
Speechless, I see. It is a flawless plan.
I'm having too much fun with not saying a fucking thing.
And sign your personal death and dismemberment waivers because this is the end for you.
Finally.
You're not even taking this seriously. I refuse to work like this. I've done Aetherwave spots for Wentworth, I'll have you know. To the break room, everyone. I need my Moab Fizzy tea.
Cut!
I don't have time for this.
Real novel take. Let's take 5.
Well, that was fun.
There's my star. Walk and talk with me. Hey, listen, I appreciate what you tried there. We've got to review your footage before we make a final decision, though.
You don't sound impressed.
Look, sometimes you just gotta wait for your break, you know? Here, take this for making the trip down here.
A star is born.
We'll call you.
Don't call me, on second thought. I don't want to deal with your face anymore. Well, if they didn't shoot the shit out of a bunch of mostly, innocent-ish actors. The board are now mixed. I bet. Ooh. And the main quest at this point is to dive in and see about messing with the board, which is so much fun.
How many times have you seen Terror on Monarch? Terror on Monarch loses
Alright then. I still have things to do. Make spacesuits won't travel. Iconoclast, Marauder, and Spacer. I'm trying to think of where I can get the Marauder stuff. I mean, I had to kill Marauders for that, I'd imagine. There's 2 things that I need to do at Groundbreaker. So I may as well do those. The Unreliable. One of which is going to be Parvati, actually.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
I bet.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating.
I swear, next time we put into Groundbreaker, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask her over. Oh, I'm so nervous. Having trouble focusing on my work.
You met that you met the automechanical clanking around the ship yet?
Oh, you mean Sam? He's just the sweetest, ain't he? A real charmer, my dad'd say.
Have you given him a nickname yet?
Nah, but I've been thinking on one. Gotta get to know him better, I think. Maybe ask him what he prefers. It ain't nice to give folks a nickname without him giving you the okay first, you know?
Fair.
Of course, that don't stop Felix.
Break time's over. Let's get the Groundbreaker.
I believe your choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path, yes? Sublight's money is inconsequential in the face of ethics.
Yeah, I'm sure Lilia's gonna have my guts for garters, but you know how it goes.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
All right. She's on her way. How do I look?
You look terrific.
Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. All right. Deep breath. Here I go.
Is it time for your regular daily period of unconsciousness?
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Totally sneaking.
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner. It was probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do whatever it was, make sure I didn't get hurt, but he'd never interfere. I learned a lot that way.
I'm totally not here.
I've met him. Anyone who helped shape you must have been a special person.
Oh. Exit the unreliable. Why would I do that? Well, they're asking me to.
Good luck, Captain.
What did I do? Oh. Okay. I guess. Well, I can get up to expert hacking.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members, Ellie...
Okay,
Nope.
Captain, she's gone.
Did it go well?
I'm near about vibrating. I'm so excited. So she got here, and, well, she sneezed. She said, wow, new soap? And I was like, yeah, rose-ish. Turns out it tickled her nose. Oops.
Oops.
And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread.
The She laid out the mail, brought June in, and started the music.
She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft."
Oh.
Let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustbat casserole?" I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person.
Yeah. So the meal went well. The dessert too?
Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain.
And?
I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted, strong, smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open.
Oh. What happened next? Don't leave me in suspense.
Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes! And then she sneezed again. On account of the flowery soap.
Oops. What about your disinterest in physical affection?
We talked about it some. I told her I wasn't sure how it'd work, how I've had a bad time of it in the past. She said we'll take it as it comes. Fix things together. Share meals, talk. Maybe she could rub my shoulders when they're sore. I said I might like that.
That's very sweet. Congratulations.
It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vicar's capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
Parvati gained the Enchanted Evening perk. The Enchanted Evening. Food and drink effects last longer. Oh, that's cool. And interesting. And Ellie's in the middle of her vengeance plan, which that'll be fun to handle in the future. The Low Crusade. Chimera's last experiment. Picture of Junlei and Parvati. Aww. So, I should look for spacer gear. Means I should look for, what, a clothes or armor shop? So talk to Lilia and deal with that. Lost Hope, that's a bar. Bell Shells, Waste Disposal. Medical Bay, Rest and Go. Spacer's Choice, Get Bent. Sublight. Well, this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. While we're at it. Oh, they actually might point me in the direction of where I need to go. Cool. Hi, Lilia.
Is it done?
I spoke to Chartrand. I'm not going to kill her.
Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file. Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species, or are we finished here?
You misunderstood Chartrand's research. She's our best shot at survival in Halcyon.
You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called it a good start. Out of my office. We're done.
This is why I always ask for half my payment up front.
You think maybe she's got an itchy trigger finger? I don't want to find out.
Yeah, we should probably take our leave while we still have the ability. Sorry, Lilium. Perhaps one day we'll be able to salvage that. Celeste. Celeste. Wait, no. That's not what I want. Ordnance control. Riot control. Celeste is over on Halcyon. I don't want that. Riot control, standard troop, elite troop. Riot control, standard troop. What are the stores here? I might actually have to look into this a bit more before continuing on. Bratwurst vendor, Ike's Armory, Auntie's Kitchen, Engineering, Bell Shell, Space Choice vendor, Lost Hope Bar vendor. Like, maybe Ike's Armory will have what I'm looking for. Maybe, possibly. I'll give it a quick check, but beyond that, I might just adjourn and see if I can find ways to get what I need.
Welcome! Looking to give a beating or take one?
Let me see what you have for sale. Riot control, elite troop, ordnance. Advanced defensive helmet, elite troop armor, crew outfit, ports of call. Is this considered spacer? Resistant, mixed use outfit, work gear farm friendly, work vest style 7, hiking gear quilted, mining helmet. That's spacer's choice. Airman ballistics. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to look this one up, if I'm honest. Name of the quest is Make Spacesuits Won't Travel. Well, in the meantime, I think that's basically time for me to head out, so I'm going to come back here. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on the adventure for the evening. Certainly hope you've enjoyed your time, and if you have, don't forget to follow along and spread the word, because I'm always hoping to entertain folks and grow the community, and I certainly hope it's been entertaining to watch me flail at video games and make progress in the process. I am on Twitter, I save my VODs at YouTube for safekeeping, and I have a Discord server. The links to all three of those are in the bio under the stream, as well as the commands that Kurgan has used over here. And finally, to those who chat, I appreciate you. To those who lurk, I appreciate you. And to those who watch the VODs, I appreciate you. And I hope that I can see you here live someday should the opportunity ever arise. Now, let's find somebody to raid for the evening and pass the love on. Ooh. It's been a while since I've seen Sash online. Goob's doing Guild Wars 2. I feel like I've been raiding Goob a fair bit lately, though. It's always tempting, though. It's Guild Wars 2. I like Guild Wars 2. Did just say it's been a while since I've seen Sash online. So let's do it. Alright, folks, here's our raid message for the evening. Feel free to copy it up and paste it down as we make our way over to Sash playing Played Up, which, as I recall, is a very entertaining multiplayer cooking style chaos generator. Well, in the meantime, I see they're opening the doors. The portal is shining in the distance. So I'll say to you all once more, be you denizen, be you hunter, be you visitor, thank you for joining me this evening at Daimono Marina. Now, let's go greet another, shall we? Take care out there, and try to be a light in the darkness when you can be.